All right, so what I did was ended up getting a bow, and the spear and bow complement each other very well. One's melee, one's ranged. The range would be the bow, and the melee would be the spear. They both scale with dex. The bow is purely going to scale with dex, and the spear will scale with dex and then strength. Now, with the bow, I just care about movement speed, and also with its wide range of attacks, the area attacks that it has, you're going to be able to rank it up easily without even thinking. And I'll show you that later on. But really, in this skill tree perk, you're going to have to pick one of these top 2 skills and then pick rain of arrows. And then you're going to want to get the 2 haste movement buffs. One's going to be every time you dodge at full stamina, then you get 2 seconds of health, which is the dodge and weave. And then whenever you switch to your weapon, the archer speed will kick in. 10% haste for 5 seconds when you swap to your bow. And then the rain of arrows will allow you to wide area range attack a group of enemies that you see some other person fighting, so you can get the weapon XP and keep it moving. I'll show you that. And we'll do that over here. But as I got done doing everything in the town, I'm looking, okay, so now my side quest missions are right here next to the main mission. All right, this main mission is going to probably bring me into here, I'm guessing, and around here in this area. But there's also a fast travel right here. Now, the fast travel is a little bit to the left. It's not far, though, okay? So I'm going to ping where I want to go on the map, or you can look at your compass to where the main story quest is going to be. Now, your main story quest is always going to have, like, the 2 hatchets. It's going to be really pronounced. All the other missions I call yellow diamonds, that's the side quest, okay? So we're going to come out here, but we're first going to hit this fast travel. If we come over here and start fighting and we die, we have to spawn over here and run all the way back. It's going to suck. All right, you want this fast travel because not only that, later on, when you turn all this stuff in, you're gonna end up going up here, okay? So you don't want to have to run all the way back up there, all right? You don't have a mount yet. So we're gonna want to fast travel. So make sure you look to see where fast travels are around you, if they're near your main quest or side quest, and go ahead and venture out a little bit and pick those up. Now I'm gonna rank up the bow a little bit as we get over there. And also notice when I'm running on the road right here, you see that foot symbol at the very bottom of the screen? If I stop, you see how it goes away? Well, if I start running again on the road, it's going to give you a 10% haste buff, okay? They added this because a lot of players originally, years ago, were complaining on movement and running around everywhere, and we needed more speed. That's why I was always saying the bow's so good, because later on when we get those dots, I'll be able to switch from the, let's say, spear to the bow, and not only will I have the road haste, I will also have the additional 5% haste from the skill tree. So you'll be double speed. All right, and it's all about moving early in the game, okay? Thought that I had to come up here. It's been a while since I've been over here. All right, we're going to get another pickaxe. Now, when you're ranking up, you're going to come across things like this, okay? You're going to get better tools and equipment, weapons, clothing, armor, all that good stuff. Now, to me, what I always say is don't waste your money on upgrading all this stuff if you don't absolutely know what you're going to do with it, okay? The people that are going to get in there and they know, okay, I want to craft bags or clothing or whatnot early for PvP, and you know, you're going to be ranking up really quickly, and a lot of the gear that you think you want to buy in the store, you're going to pass up really quickly. Tools, I think, are very beneficial in bags. So if you look here and we go to where all the tools are, you got instruments right here, which don't worry about that till later in game. Hardly anybody uses those anyways, unless you're needing a buff for, let's say, harvesting or whatever. But the bags that you're going to get from the missions are going to be okay, but there'll be better ones in store with better perks on them. Those are really good at upping the amount of weight you can carry. So if you are farming, let's say ore is very heavy, you can get ones that lighten the load on the ore. You can get ones that lighten the load on your weapons, which is really beneficial because weapons are heavier than armor, and so forth. You can stack up to 3, but you have to unlock the levels to be able to get to them. Another thing is when you start getting iron and different tools, you're gonna be able to mine stuff faster. So the green's gonna have 1 perk, blue's gonna have 2, purple's gonna have 3, and gold's gonna have 4, okay? Now this one's really good. It's got prospector discipline, 3.2 mining experience while mining, all right? So that's going to help us rank up our mining faster. So let's say I come over here to this rock. I'm going to get more XP for mining this rock, and I'm going to be able to mine it faster than if I had a flint tool. And there we go. Now, I could come in here and just go ahead and start doing some of the missions, but like I said, we want to go over here to this fast travel. I already got ahead of myself, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to back travel. All right, as I'm making my way up here to the fast travel, there are iron ores that spawn around here, so if you see those, go ahead and mine those. Those are really good early, but they're always taken, especially in this area, so good luck with that. We're going to head over to the missions. Also, before you go farther in, you can go ahead and set down a camp. Well, not if you're in a landmark. When the game comes out, at the bottom left of your screen, it'll show you when you're able to place a camp or not. If you're in a landmark like I am, you are not able to do it. So try to place a camp way out before you get to a landmark. And then that way you can put a camp down. Now, here it is on the live, and it's going to pop up when I'm going to be able to put a camp down. Right here. You'll see camping available at the bottom. I'm gonna go ahead and put a camp down now in case I die. All right, now when I'm ranking up the bow and the spear, you could use both of them on an enemy if you want to. That way you rank up both your weapons. It's going to be split XP when you do that. So one's going to be, 8 and the other is going to be 8. As I kill this one, if I only use one weapon on an enemy, you will see that I get 16. Okay, now if I use 2, okay. And thank you for being a volunteer guy. Now you see that 16, it's actually 8 and 8 on both weapons. I was kind of distracting from the bags. Hold up. Come here, bro. Got something to tell you. All right, you see that? Bow mastery 8 and the spear mastery 8. So you can choose whether to split. And when you're ranking up the bow early, it is easier just to go ahead and hit them and then finish them off with a spear, unless they're far like that. Let me get the lock on here. And I am on mouse and keyboard. I meant to do this on controller. Just now thought about that. All right, we got the bow ranked up a little bit. Now I'm going to spec more into dex since I have the spear and the bow. So let's go here. Weapon mastery, bow. I'm going to select this dot because I like to have extra haste. And then I'll select this dot. Now, if you're good with headshots, you can select this, which is going to reduce a target's armor, and then select this. And I would like this because if I get surrounded by 3, I want 20% haste to get the heck out of there if I need. Okay. Now, what's good about having a ranged weapon with a melee weapon when you're ranking up? So let's say I'm ranking up right here and I'm going to fight. Let's say I'm fighting this guy, right? And I'm doing my melee thing. If I see Bob the Builder over there killing a whole mob, I can easily just pull out rain of arrows and go ahead and hit them all, get weapon XP as I'm just doing this, and he's doing all the work on the other mob. And that way you can always rank up a ranged when you're out. Because when you see a lot of people ranking up, you will see them. You will see them with a big group of mobs trying to kill them. And that way you could just pull out the rain of arrows. It's a big circle on the ground. It's even bigger in the new update. And you just shoot that. It hits all the targets and you get free weapon XP. If you have 2 melees, you cannot do that. You rank it up slower that way, okay? So if he's like going up here to kill, let's say, an enemy. Let's say he's going up here to kill an enemy real quick. I can maybe just pop shot him real quickly. Get shared XP, okay? He's basically killing the guy for me and giving me the XP. That dude in timeout or... Oh, he's getting silver. All right, you're already ranked 10 on the mining. Let's go, dude. Flex. Who is this guy? Are you stream sniping, babe? See, he's basically... Oh, I just shot our freaking guy. We got to rescue. My bad, Tom. All right. Now I'm on controller. How I was supposed to be doing it from the beginning over here. Sorry about that. Got on and I'm so used to the mouse and key, forgot to switch over. All right, we rescued this guy. He owes me his life. Now I play without the lock on, and I play with different controller settings than what you're gonna have originally coming in. I might want to go over that right now as I'm playing with it. All right, so if I go into settings for the controller, two important things I think you should look at, okay? So you don't have to use the lock on thing, and you could play more like a mouse and keyboard player would. If you go to freeform movement right here, this will be, I believe this will be, I think this is going to be off when you come into the game, and I believe this will be off when you go into the game also. You want to turn both of those on, okay? That's going to basically make you play like a mouse and keyboard, or whatever way I'm facing, I'm going to do my attacks. I won't have to click the lock on to hit the enemy. All I got to do is face them, and that's it. All right. That's going to help out a lot. I think a lot of people will like that a lot better than the Elden Ring style lock on to your target, because when you're fighting multiple targets in a dungeon or whatnot, that's going to be a little bit confusing. Now you might get used to it, you might be goated with it, but I will say after playing on controller for a while, doing it the way I have it set up is definitely going to be the easiest way for you to learn how to play with it. All right, as I'm going across my mission here, you notice I'm ranking up. I'm just grabbing stuff as it comes. For those of you who pick a class where you have your harvesting, you know, ranked up, then you'll be able to get those things, shock bulbs, that a lot of other people won't be able to get. Hey, 1450 XP is huge. All right, now let's look at what we got here. All right, we got a bag. Let's open it. We got 10 regeneration, 10 mana, and 10 health. I mean, 5 health and 5 mana. Let's go. So I can take this off and this off. Come up here, and the health potions are going to be way better. So let's equip this and regens. I don't need mana because I am, ooh, medium gear. Heck to the now, bruh. Heck to the now. To the now. All right, so if I hit him right now with a skewer, you will see a bleeding symbol above his head. That means he's bleeding. Now, if I hit him with my other ability, you will see the rend symbol, which is the 2 arrows. And I don't have anything on this, but I'm going to go ahead and hit him. Oop, I keep using my old bindings for switching to my other weapon, how I'm used to it on controller. All right, let me go ahead and heal. I see a blue thing over here. I'm gonna go ahead and grab it. We got a supply stockpile that you can feel free to get. Big money, big money, big money, big money. All right, we got a musket, bruh, and I am the king of the musket. All right, now there are ore in here, gold. You got to be level 45. So if you have the mining boost character, then hey, you're going to be able to get to that pretty easily. 15 levels above. Oh, actually, you start out at 50. So yeah, you'll be able to get that stuff. Start making some gold ingots and whatnot and selling them. Maybe you can make some earrings for people that want better earrings. Earrings, actually, I believe actually will sell really good on start, because in this, unless they change it, and I don't remember it being changed in the beta, earrings come late. Like, you get earrings late. All right. Have you noticed in my single build videos for the pre-made classes, I had a gold earring, because there's basically no earrings on the market, and you just don't get any at that lower level from the dungeons or whatnot. So those actually will sell pretty good. All right. So we got one more yellow mission to finish out over here, and then we can go turn these in. Hey, we just reached level 12. All right, so we have some attribute points to use, and we do have some weapon skills abilities to use, if I'm not mistaken. So we need to go back to the town. Let's go to character. Let's spec more into Dex. Assign. Let's go to map. We've ranked up in the territory with our standing bonus. Now, when you select these, be very careful, because when you select these, you can never go back and change them. So do not pick XP gain as much as you think that would be great. All right. You never know when you might want to have a house in the town. So I would always say trading fee or storage. Okay. If you know for 100% fact you're never going to own a house in the town, then go storage, because you really can't have enough storage. Even though now all the storages are basically combined, it is really nice to go ahead and always have additional storage. So I'm going to pick trading fee. And now that we're done in this area, I am going to go ahead and fast travel to home. Now, easy way to do that, go up here and you can just recall to inn. Okay. All right. We're back here in town. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in and I'm going to see all the different areas. Pardon me with the map moving like that. That's not me moving the cursor. It's just how it is with my controller right now. It's just weird. So I'm going to go turn all these in.
I'm glad to see you.
Hey, got a bag. Let's go. All right. So we got a bag right here. Extra pockets hold 53 more weights. Let's equip it. There it is. It's equipped. Now, if you notice up here, I can carry more weight. Let's go. Now with this stuff, I want to go ahead and delete it, because I don't want any of that. And the weapons are heavy. I know I'm going to be using the bow and the spear. Later on in game, I can rank up weapons way easier and way better areas. So for me, I would stick with basically 2 weapons the whole way through. And you can experiment with weapons later on. And you're going to be able to rank them up way faster in areas later on. So you don't have to sit there and, you know, constantly waste time trying to rank up your weapons. Okay, just pick 2, get to the end, and let's go. Let's turn this in. Oh, we're gonna get a shirt here. Nice. And it's got dexterity points. So this is gonna replace my current light chest. Sweet. Now if I can just get some better gloves. Ah, that's not what I wanted to do. Hold up. I want to delete all this stuff because I don't want any of it. It's trash. All right. Now I got resources I can put up. Let me go ahead and open this. Hey, we got sliders, dude. Increase constitution by 10 for 25 minutes. Right here. Increase strength 20 attribute points for 30 minutes. You got to be level 15 to use it. And increase dexterity 10 by 10 attribute points for 25 minutes. So these are different foods that you can get to boost attribute points while you're ranking up. Now, if you go to the cooking station, you could, and if you learn the recipes and you rank up, then you could go ahead and make those. All right, let's turn to this other mission over here. We're going to get some gloves, heavy gloves with mining luck. Mining luck's going to get you additional rarity items from the ore. So, you know, iron fey or, you know, gems, you know, things like that when you're mining. So it is good to use if you're going to be mining a lot. All right, let's say you wanted to rank up stone cutting. Well, I've done a lot of farming out there and gotten some stone. Actually, I got it from the marketplace. Now, to take advantage of this first crafting bonus ×3 is what we want to do. And let's go ahead and rank it up. Now, there are New World craft calculators that can give you how much you need to get to the next level that you want to get to. Let's say if you want to start unlocking some of these things right here, you got to be at level 10. Well, it'll give you the best and exactly how many you need to craft with the current marketplace prices on stone to be able to go ahead and do that precisely. All right, let's go ahead and rank this up. All right, we got 744 XP. We went all the way to level 50 with that amount of stone. And there we go. We took advantage of that first crafting bonus and we were able to maximize our output. So now that went from 132 or whatnot to 20 or to 44 per. So now you'll never get that first crafting bonus again. So when you go to do your stone brick, you're going to do the same thing. Okay. You're going to try to stack up as much stone block as you can, as much sandpaper as you can. And then you're going to try to craft as many as you can instead of only crafting 13. That way you can continue to rank it up as fast as you can. So that is the best way to do it in my opinion. I want to go to the town board and see what missions are available, and also to see what, I would say take a photo of them on your phone if you got a memory like I do. But hey, 40 flint right there, you can easily do that. Okay, I guess I picked that up at some point, so there we go. Turn that one in, get free XP basically. You go to the forge to make this 40 flint. If I'm out there, I'll just pick up some flint as we're going, and underneath the flint will be this bait, so these will actually work together. And I'll get, 200 XP, I'll get territory standing, and I'll get gold. Okay, now they did nerf the town missions a lot from what they used to be. You used to get way more XP and people were ranking up real fast, taking advantage of that. So now you only see a few missions. It's not that big of a deal. You just pick them up. You're out there and you want to do them, you can. If not, that's cool too. Sometimes you can go to the marketplace and actually buy the items real quickly, and you can just turn them in, get XP, and then leave and come do it again when you come back. All right, so right here, let me see if I can move the map here. You will see that I have a mission down here. Okay, number 2. Now that's a side quest, and the main story is nowhere near here. So if you were to come down here to do this side quest, you're wasting a lot of time. Okay, there's nothing you need down there, and the side quest is just not going to give you much XP. So you need to take that fast travel that we got earlier and start coming up here to do your next main story quest, to stick on that route. Okay, so that's what you want to do. And also look at your territory standings. Hey, we got it going on here. Station fee, gather, or standing gain. If you want to go gather because you're going to be mining a lot or whatnot, that's fine early on. And I mean, if you're not going to be on a home in this area later on, Monarch has always got a lot of good moats you can get. Gathering is really not bad in Monarchs. It is bad in some other towns, but Monarchs is, decent if you want to put gathering speed. It will help you. I will go territory or standing gain, and that way I can keep earning bonuses and put it more toward the store, because I think I want to own a home here later on. Now I'm going to go ahead and go to this fast travel. All right, for the trading post, you can buy all sorts of different items. You got the weapons right here, one-handed, two-handed shields or magical weapons. You have your gathering tools and instruments. You got your clothing, bags, rings, earrings, and amulets. You have resources from raw resources, which is all the stuff you can find out in the world, and cook ingredients or whatnot. You have ammo, actually won't be in the update, so don't need to cover that. Consumables, foods, all that good stuff. Clothing dyes, so you can dye your clothing, and then you got furniture down here. Now you can search for any of that stuff right here at the search bar. Just type it in. Anything you want to sell, you click sell. You can organize if you're looking for something specific. Let's say I want to find, sugar. Well, I'll click it by name, and then I'll just scroll down to where the S's are, and I'll find the sugar. Hey, right there. Now, if I click sugar, I can see people have buy orders out there for sugar, which means they want stuff. They want sugar. So I could choose to sell it outright to them if I want, or I can place a sell order. Hey, you can sell it for, around 8, per sugar instead of 6. If you want to do that, you just go ahead and select how much you want to sell. You put your price on what you want to give for it. See if anybody will buy it. And you will pay a listing fee. All right. You do not get that back. So either you can sell order, or you can, sell to the buy orders. So if we go to if we scroll back up, we have so we organize everything by name. Now, if you want to do it by quantity, how much you own, you can go ahead and put either the majority of the stuff you own up top or the least amount up top. I own a lot of stone blocks, so if I want to go ahead and sell it to a buy order, I can. If I want to see what it's going for in the marketplace, I can. Now, be careful with people putting one out there for way cheaper than what the price is. They're trying to drive down the price. and that's just market manipulation, so watch out for that. And if you click all items instead of just your items, you'll see goldfish. If you ever come across this, keep it, because these sell for a lot of money if you're doing chest runs or whatnot. You can see all this rare stuff that people are selling. So major, you know, human combat trophies are going for around 15 grand. So you can see stuff gets really expensive in late game. Okay, you want to try to save up as much money as you can. Now when you place orders, you can see your orders that are active for selling the stuff you're trying to sell. If you place a buy order, you can see your active orders, see how much has been completed. If you sell stuff, you can come over here to see what you've sold and we'll see what you didn't sell, so you can relist it for maybe a cheaper price. And that's how the trading post works. So feel free to use this up here. Can use, can afford. So when you're starting off, it'll show you everything you can use and afford. It'll make that list a lot easier for you to read. If you come into here, you got the same thing. Can use, can afford up top. Stuff you want to pay for, what minimal, maximum range, and the gear score of whatever item you're looking for. Attributes, let's say I'm mainly strength and dex. I can click those two. I cannot select any other ones. If I select apply here, then items are going to show up with strength and maybe split stat with con, or strength and maybe split stat with focus, all sorts of stuff. If you only want that clothing item to be strength, or weapon item to be strength or dex only, then you select single attribute. Okay. And when you come down here, you can select whatever perks you're looking for. If you want more than 2 perks, let's say you want vicious and keen on a weapon, you can select only selected perks. And that way, when you do the search, it will only show you keen and vicious weapons of your choosing. Also, you can search with add gem. So if we select this and see what's out there, boom, nothing. Majority of the time, I don't know anybody uses this feature over here. So you're going to use this over here, and people aren't attaching gems because most people are going to want to attach their own gem. So that's the trading post in a nutshell. Now we got this main story quest up here, and you see the side story quest right here. We're not even going to pay attention to this. If the main story brings us back over here, okay, cool, we'll go to it. If not, we end up leaving this territory. I'll cancel that. I'm never coming back here to do that anyways. So this is where we previously did the other missions, and now we have the fast travel. Now we can click here, and we can fast travel over there to go ahead and get to the next main story quest.